morning, good morning, friends, and thank you to members of the press and media for coming to this press conference, especially at very short notice. But an activity of this kind, which is so large, gives a lot of responsibility to the organizers. So we'll introduce ourselves, and then my name is Joseph Dias. I am chairman of the Trinity group of companies that puts up this event, or has been putting up this event for the last 18 years in Goa. This is the 19th year. And we are very happy to have a lot of support from many people, especially the government and the associations that have been involved. So whether it is your TTAG or your GSIA or GCCI, especially in the area of culinary arts, we are happy to have with us the Culinary Forum of Goa. They'll talk more about it a little later. And the Culinary Club, the Goan Culinary Club. We are thankful to both of them for all their support and assistance. Coming to this event proper, this event is called the Mega Goa World Expo. And we have 4 or 5 different themes. So one obviously is the Horeca, the hotel, the hospitality segment. The other is the travel and tourism segment. The third is the organic and health food sector, the organic and agro, horticulture, and those industries, agri-business basically. And the 4th section is the Ayush, or the wellness, or the body and beauty section. So we've had very good response, not just from India, but also countries abroad who would be visiting and coming here. The idea that we want to convey is that you would have a large number of individual stories that you can carry. So I would really request you, from the Goan interest point of view, to highlight the products that are there, highlight the ideas that are there, so that a large number of people can take benefit of this activity. Such a kind of activity is available in India only in Delhi and nowhere else. So it's not as big as Delhi, but it's certainly the second largest in the country. And we are happy as Goans to be part of this great fraternity. On my right, we have Manjit Singh. Manjit Singh is Secretary of the Culinary Forum of Goa. And on my extreme left, we have the Vice President of the Forum, Mr. Suneet. We also are missing today Mr. Ranjit Pandey. They are all 5-star hotel chefs and consultants. Of course, Odette Mascarenhas needs no introduction. So it's indeed a pleasure and delight to have her with us. Joe is there again. You know Joe. So with these few words, I'll just give you a brief idea about what this whole event is. You must visit it tomorrow onwards. Honorable Chief Minister will be coming in. 5-6 ministers have confirmed their attendance. Honorable Shripad Naik is also there for the valedictory session, and the rest they will tell you, or we can have a question answer quick one after that. So this is an exhibition where all these stalls are there, and each stall, like I said, is a story in itself, because all of these are experts, international experts and national experts. So you would be missing out a great opportunity to interact with them if your people are not there. Very rich content for your newspapers and for your channels, which I think the Goans will appreciate very much if you give them good coverage. I would now request Chef Suneet to say a few words.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Suneet Sharma. I'm a chef and a consultant. We have a company called Modern Hospitality Consultants, where Vaishali, my wife, better half, does the rooms division, accommodation, etc. I'm also the vice president of the Culinary Forum of Goa and the Goan Culinary Club. Ma'am, thank you for that honor. And ma'am will tell you a little bit, Red ma'am will tell you what the Goan Culinary Club is doing, which is something very unique, and for the first time ever that such a thing is happening, and it will be open for public from tomorrow. So she'll give you a good brief on it. She'll really go into the details of how it has been curated and what is the speciality of it all. I'll talk about what the Chef Association, the Culinary Forum of Goa, what we are doing tomorrow from tomorrow itself at the Expo. We've been associated with Trinity for almost the entire 18-19 year journey. We've done quite a few events along with them for the community, for the fraternity, for overall development of food and beverage and hospitality of Goa. Tomorrow onwards, what we'll be doing is we're getting chefs, Japanese trained chefs from Mumbai. They are coming and doing a demonstration of sushi, which is one of the hottest trends right now. Japanese food is one of the most, I would say, current trend, even in Goa, across the country and across the world. One of the healthiest cuisines possible, one of the healthiest dishes in Japanese food, which is sushi, which is a good balance of carbohydrate, protein and good fats. Demonstration of that would be done on the 5th. There will be 2 sessions where we are addressing the hospitality management students, their instructors from the various colleges, chefs and restaurant owners, restaurant chefs as well. You would have all heard that at least in the last 1-2 years itself, about 5-6 Japanese or Japanese related cuisine restaurants have opened in Goa itself. So you can understand why is the craze and what is the craze. You can see some of it in action being done there. Apart from that, we are also doing a competition of culinary arts, which is a cooking competition. There will be 2 rounds actually. One is for home bakers and home chefs. Why I say home chefs and home bakers? Because again, in the last 2 to 3 years, 2 years of the pandemic, all of us have gone through it, difficult times. But one very big segment of food entrepreneurs, food professionals have come up. People who are not really cooking food as a profession have got into it. They may not be technically qualified or technically educated in the matter of food, but they knew much more about food than most common people. They were very good in food. They were doing native cuisine. They were doing the regional food. They were doing something, what one would say is home food, which is a big miss, which was a big miss in our hospitality and catering business, in restaurant and hotel business. When you go out and you want something like home, when you want home cooked food, you don't get it outside, you don't get it commercially. This segment has come out very strongly because people have realized that going out and eating regularly may not be the most healthiest option for you available. But when you have home food and you get regional home food which you don't get anywhere else, it is not your home food, not your regular food that you eat regularly, but from different parts of the country, and India has so much variety in this. Indian regional food, home food is so varied. This sector has kind of exploded, and even the government is very much interested in developing this field. So home chefs and home bakers will come and showcase their specialities. So it's a contest for them, and as chefs, it's not that we are going to judge them only. I think because we've seen it in the past, we did it last year, it was a learning exercise. Some of the recipes, some of the techniques that they have been using as home chefs is not even taught in colleges, in culinary colleges that we have come. So it will be these 2 main activities that we are very much looking forward to, and along with Trinity, we are part of the organization doing this, organizing for the entire industry. I hope all of you come and see this. It will be a great time. Thank you so much.
We'll keep the best for the last. we'll request Manjeet to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. As Mr. Joseph has told that he few words, so obviously it will be a very few words because Chef Sunit Sharma has already told everything about our forum. My name is Manjeet Singh and I am the Senior Executive Chef of Holiday Resort Goa, and I am the General Secretary of Culinary Forum of Goa also, and I am very much associated with Goan Culinary Club also from last 7 to 8 years. Yes. So we are working with the Goan food, and we wanted to take it's a dream that Goan food should be on the world map, and which is very much, I can say that it's visible now. Apart from that, I'll talk about the Trinity. With the Trinity, we have done 3 Guinness Book of World Records. In 2017, we have made the world's largest fish patty. In 2018, we have made the largest mud pudding, and in 2020, we have made the largest bread pudding. So all 3 Guinness records has been achieved with the help of Mr. Joseph Dias and his team and Goan Culinary Forum. This is what we have done with the Trinity Group. The rest, all the best, and thank you very much.
So I'll now request Odette ma'am to say a few.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, all of you. And wow, I got the forum now. My name is Odette Mascarenas, and I am the president of the Goan Culinary Club. Now, this year is the first that the Goan Culinary Club is using the platform where Trinity usually provides for all the hospitality people. And just to give you a little brief on the Goan Culinary Club, as all my members who are sitting here have stated, this is a forum which basically wants to take whatever we people in Goa are capable of. And honestly speaking, in the days gone by, I'm sure you will all agree with me, looking at the way your grandmothers used to cook in the kitchens and your great grandmothers, that when it comes to food, we are definitely number 1. Food, music, enjoyment, etc. Now, we were slowly lagging behind because other cuisines were coming to the fore and the Goan cuisine was not given a proper platform. That is where all the chefs, and not only the chefs, we have standalone restaurants, we have entrepreneurs, we have people who work towards bettering food professionally. They have come on board to take Goan food, as Chef Manjeet says, to the world. We are happy that we have done that, because what many people do not know, that in 2015, the club worked with me to put forward a book which was called The Culinary Heritage of Goa. And I give full credit to many of its members who sat with us untiringly, and that book won the Best in Historical Recipes with the Gourmand World Cookbook Awards. It's an international award, and the full credit goes to all the chefs who sat together and worked on this. Now, we have been involved in many events. Now, this would be an event basically of showcasing chef skills, which I will come across to. But little later in this month, every year for the past 5 years, we have been going to catering colleges, having the Students of the Year award. The award is basically done for Goa's most famous, which everyone maybe might remember, might not. The Taj still remembers him when he's got a restaurant in the Taj Exotica called Mingelar Kanj. He was a Goan boy, and he was one of the topmost chefs in the world. They say that his photograph hangs somewhere in France, in Versailles. Now there is an award given in his name to the best student who makes Goan food, and the jury are our chefs, our members, who basically, actually I'm given to understand that when these boys walk out with a winning certificate, there are places just waiting to give them a job. So this is the small contribution that our club together works in making towards that. The second thing is we work on is called the Goan Chef Fest, which we recently did a few months back. We are really Goan at heart. We might have all the different surnames, but whoever joins this club honestly feels with the pulse of Goa, the rhythm of Goa. And the dishes that come on this is something that is so unique that everybody, we had about 220 or 230 people crammed on a rainy day in a small place. So you can imagine the amount of popularity that people come forward to eat there. The third one which we are having, thanks to Trinity, is called the Food Assemble. Food Assemble is brand new, so it's still registering. And again, what is this ensemble? The standalone restaurant chefs are given a platform. A platform where we say, we have an old saying, if the mama doesn't come to the mountain, let the mountain come to mama. So here we are bringing some of the preparations from their restaurants onto a platform, and there will be preparations which perhaps a lot of us have not even seen. So it's going to be a variety of cuisines, right from inspired Indian to Goan. We never ever forget our Goan, that's in our hearts. We have modern Pan-Asian, something which maybe a lot of us have not even heard of. We've heard about Japanese, Chinese, etc. This is modern Pan-Asian. And then we're talking about Pan-Asian, which is very popular. A lot of us love to eat it. And we also have a dessert section. So there is a tropical cuisine, which again a lot of people will say, hey, what is tropical? Can you imagine that we hear about all the pizza Hawaiians and all this and say, where did it come from? But this is something which again, because the club believes in education, it is a knowledge base, because each and every chef on a specific day will be having a demonstration of an item from their stall and sharing knowledge with everybody. So even if there are children involved, it would be nice, because you can imagine them just loving their favorites coming to the fore, and the chef is talking to them on a specially arranged platform which Trinity has provided so that the demos could be done. The club wants people to come on board. It's a non-profit organization. But the great belief and happiness that all of us feel, and I'm very proud to say that, I was just having this discussion with some of the restaurateurs a few days back. Once upon a time, we used to always believe that we are edging towards being the food capital of India. Today, I can proudly say that we in Goa, with all the great chefs coming on board, I think I can proudly say that we are the food capital of Goa. I think it's fabulous. And that is maybe what our grandmothers were so happy about. When they used to spend hours in the kitchen cooking up such a variety of preparations that even when I do my research, people turn around and tell me there was never a single preparation that was repeated during a week. They were always trying out something different. Of course, the fish curry was there every day. But you know, the different preparations that used to come, something which was done with the green curry, the yellow, orange, you name the colors, and it was our grandmothers who were preparing it. So this is actually an ode to our grandmothers, and thank you Trinity for helping us bring this platform to the Goan Culinary Club. I'll answer any questions which we'll have later. Thank you.
I think this gives you very briefly what's going to happen, and what's going to happen over the next 3 days is very exciting, but more important, none of it is what Goa has seen earlier. It's on a format, on a scale that Goans have not seen earlier, so I would invite each and every Goan to visit, and there is something that you would find. Entry is free. Normally these entries are paid for, but we've kept entries free. The role of Trinity is only to serve as a catalyst, to bring together any and every stakeholder in the hotel, tourism, food sector together. I'll just go very briefly to the highlights. It's on one of these sheets that you have. We also have the annual awards program, which again Joe curates, and I must say it's the most valued award program in India. So we do it state-wise. So you have right from chefs to front office to GMs to owners to fine dines to restaurants, all of them receive awards depending on various criteria. So the awards function about almost around 300 Goans would receive awards during the next 3 days. So I think that's a huge achievement. We also have live kitchen demos happening, like they've mentioned. We have various stalls on health food, organic superfoods, which again come from all over the country. We've got participation from at least about 15 different states of India. So this is something that nobody has seen. I mean, it really doesn't happen even in Delhi. So you must visit this event, and of course we have the natural and the Ayush products focusing on wellness and body and beauty and Ayurveda, Siddha. These are other areas that we have covered. Then we have a very interesting competition which is being done by the Housekeepers Association. We call it Cash from Trash. So it's something about recycling, reusing waste to wealth. So this is again our contribution. We are, as part of our social responsibility, we've distributed about 20,000 woven, non-woven, not plastic, promoting say no to plastic. Those bags are out and have been gone to every newspaper, whoever gets a newspaper at home. That's takes care of our social responsibility. The contests that we do have a focus on health and nutrition. So it's not just preparing tasty food, it's preparing healthy food. So that the home chefs and the others would take care of that part of it. The response again there, we've got about 100 odd contestants competing for Mr. Baker and Mr. Chef kind of a thing. We also have a very exciting opportunity to see how cheese is made. We have a person called Mukund Naidu who makes cheese for international companies and for the market abroad, different kinds of cheese. So he's going to be conducting 2 classes there for different types of cheese. He's called India's Cheese Master. He comes from Bangalore. So you need to even highlight these things which even if they don't visit, they can see on TV or cable or social media or whatever else platform is possible. I think with these few words we'll conclude. If there's anything you need to ask us, you can ask us.
Do you have any question? Is there any specific food like you'll be having there? Special, something special?
No, we have different kinds of food, like how Odette said, that we would have Pan Asian, we would have modern Pan Asian, we would have Goan, we would have continental, we would have Indian, we would have desserts.
That is for people at very, very economical rates. Nothing that is charged in the restaurants at very economical rates is being sold across the counter through these 6 stalls during those 3 days. And it's available from 11 in the morning till 7 in the evening.
In there, 3 days program, any workshop or any presentation over?
Throughout the day, almost every hour there is a workshop happening or a demo happening throughout the day from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. And entry is free to all of these.
एक और देखा जाए तो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे हम बात कर रहे हैं इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट में, तो पिछले कुछ सालों से कोविड था, कोविड की वजह से इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट नहीं आ रहे थे। ऐसे इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट को लाने के लिए क्या आपका फ्यूचर्स में क्या प्लान्स है? क्या
हमारे इवेंट में जो है इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट भी आते हैं, सो वी हैव एक्सटेंडेड दिस इनविटेशन टू ऑल टूरिस्ट इंटरनेशनली, एंड in fact even India ke tourists in Goa specifically, India tourists are much more valuable than foreign tourists, क्योंकि कि जो फॉरेन टूरिस्ट है वो आते हैं रहते हैं बट दे ईट टोस्ट एंड ब्रेड बटर एंड अ जूस में भी, लेकिन जो इंडियन जो डोमेस्टिक टूरिस्ट है इज सच अ ह्यूज मार्केट, 10 गुना ज्यादा ये मार्केट डोमेस्टिक टूरिस्ट फॉर द इंडस्ट्री एंड फॉर द इकोनॉमी ऑफ गोवा के लिए डोमेस्टिक टूरिस्ट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। और इस एग्जीबिशन में हमारे पास अगर 100 स्टॉल है, 150 स्टॉल्स है, ये सब आते हैं 3 दिन के लिए। सो वी कंट्रीब्यूट नॉट ओनली 150-200 रूम्स जाते हैं, 150-200 मॉर्निंग आफ्टरनून इवनिंग नाइट फूड दे टेक, दे ट्रैवल, दे बाय, दे शॉप, दे गिव इन ब्रिंग इन फॉरेन एक्सचेंज। तो ऐसे इवेंट्स को B2B इवेंट्स, नॉट कंज्यूमर इवेंट्स, B2B इवेंट्स वी थिंक गोवा गवर्नमेंट शुड एनकरेज और कर भी रही है, बिकॉज जैसा मैंने पहले भी बताया कि जितने भी राइट फ्रॉम चीफ मिनिस्टर एंड यूनियन मिनिस्टर श्रीपद जी डाउनवर्ड्स, all government officers have helped us. We have about 5-6 ministers coming to the event, and we have both the Union Minister for Shipping and Tourism, Shripad Naik, as well as Honorable Chief Minister coming to the event, inaugurating the event.
एक ही और देखा जाएगा तो अभी रेनी सीजन से टूरिज्म का जो सीजन है थोड़ा स्लैक है, थोड़ा डाउन है, तो कैसे इसमें आप एक्सपेक्टेशन रखते हैं कि टूरिस्ट आ जाएंगे, लोग आ जाएंगे?
नहीं, हम इसलिए हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है वो बिजनेस, एग्री बिजनेस, फूड बिजनेस के लिए, तो इसी टाइम पे जो ओनर्स है, जो डिसीजन मेकर्स है या जो स्टेक होल्डर्स है, उनके पास टाइम है आने के लिए। सीजन के टाइम पे दे आर ऑल वेरी बिजी।
इट्स अ न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटी,
it's a new segment that we are tapping, it's a new time. So normally, which is slack season, we are trying to make it for Goa a peak season. So हमारा जो objective है कि Goa should be tourist destination throughout the year, not only during, इसलिए medical tourism कर रहे हैं, इसलिए wellness tourism कर रहे हैं, इसलिए जो दूसरे जो domestic tourism कर रहे हैं, Goa in the rains kind of tourism करते, monsoons. So we are highlighting all these इस platform के through से।
Thank you, sir.